Alright, so if we start going outside of our body with nutrition and having literally this, so if you're having stuff that is man-made, and if you're having sweet drinks, all that stuff, it's just all more toxins for the body to try and get rid of. So the logic is pretty simple. So it's what an animal has. So an animal will have water whenever it needs it. It will eat things off a tree, out of the ground, and some will eat another animal. So there you've got what a human being has to have is protein, fats, water. That you probably live off that forever. If there's been some studies done, I'm sure, you know, like some of the Eskimos. So you have your protein, your fats, you have veggies, you have your salads, you have the occasional fruit and carb. So there's a whole range of fruits, and then carbs like beans, maybe some rice. But if you start going on to breads and pastas and anything else, cereals, you don't need it. You really don't. I don't care what the science says and what someone has told you what works for them. It is all acidic. There are a lot of proteins in it that your body is allergic to. Now when your gut and intestines have problems, you have to go back to a caveman, basic and simple. It's that logic. It's just that simple. So I'm not going to bother going on about that because you'd be here for days trying to discuss it all. So the best things are a highly concentrated fish oil, not a cheap one, a highly concentrated. You want to have flaxseed and you want to have olive oil. They're usually going to be the three best. Coconut, I'm not a huge fan on. Soy, no. Proteins, you just mix it up. You'll know if you have an allergic reaction to protein. You'll feel it. Anything you react to, it'll be what you feel in your gut, your intestines, maybe you inflame, you'll get hot rashes, flush, tight chest, sore throat, headaches, you'll feel it. So you can avoid certain proteins as well. Salads and veggies are a must. They help to alkaline and clean your body, give you vitamins and nutrients, and your fruits and your carbs in moderation. Now they're there to give you energy. You need to stimulate your thyroid, your adrenal glands, to help give your body energy. Otherwise, if you don't feed them, you're basically in ketosis and your body's breaking your body down to give you sugars to feed the brain, and then carbs. So you want to avoid that. So you need to, if you feel like a banana, have a banana. You know, if you feel like having a tin of organic beans or something, do it. The more you, at the same time with gut and intestine problems, you've got to eliminate all toxins, all bad foods, probably all supplements, because that's still inflammation. Your body's still got to be able to get rid of supplements. Everyone, I'll stop there. But you need to get rid of all the excess toxins, basically. Now, to get rid of that faster, you need to have colon cleansers. I'm a huge fan of that, and you can accelerate a process very fast. So there is one I ordered from overseas because I failed to find one in Australia that is very good, that has enough of the right stuff in it. So this one is called pH Ion Balance Ionic Colon Cleanse. It's a big word. And I usually mix that as well with, there's a supplement called Motion Potion. So it's greens. So they're both together, and you can have that quite a lot throughout the day, and you can get there very, very fast. Now some colon cleansers actually flush too much out too fast, so you can feel worse. This doesn't. So this is why I give it to people, because it actually does it at a slower rate. It actually, instead of making everything go out like a river, it makes it still go out like a mud, provided you have good nutrition on top. You might find maybe for the first day or two you might flush out, but then that'll start to really slow down, and that's a good sign it's actually working. Or this stuff actually works a hell of a lot faster than other colon cleansers, because they're man-made and they're full of crap, so they just do the job, but not refueling at the same time. And that's what I'm trying to do, is you put the right one in to flush but refuel, so your body can still do what it needs to do. Now if you've done damage to your gut and intestine walls, that's a bigger science in itself, but that would have to be further tests. But that's basically the essentials of that. But having muscle sorenesses, tight joints, that's all inflammation. Everything is inflammation in the body. If you didn't inflame, you'd be basically dead. Inflammation is keeping you alive, but it's wearing your body out at the same time. So it doesn't matter if you're skinny or big, the body can still be very sick, and I know plenty of people in both categories. You could get as well to accelerate a process of alkalining your body better and detoxing better, so you can get liver detoxes, great. Going on just extremely good greens, like a lot of greens as well, can help that, and using a colon cleanse to help that process faster. And also alkalining salts that like you can get from a health food store, which helps to buffer all your elements, carbon dioxide, everything basically in your bloodstream, to help everything detox and alkaline better. Alkalining salts, they're called, they're very, very good, but you don't want to overdo them, otherwise they cause then a strain on the kidney. So everything has a function and has to be taken and done right, otherwise it causes more and more problems. Now, if you're struggling, everyone's struggling with energy, things to support adrenal glands is very good. So magnesiums and all your B vitamins, and look, there are a lot of supplements that are made with a range of things, but at the same time, less is more. A lot of times supplements should be there if you are really healthy. Sometimes supplements can actually create more problems on gut and intestines, especially if you've already got problems. And glands will kick in a lot more all over your body, and then it's just a constant work, because you have to take more of this, of water, and maybe more alkalining salts, and then your body's just constantly working, doing too much. A lot of people don't know how to do the balance, so I just say to people, look, you need to constantly keep flushing, you need to constantly stay hydrated, you've got to constantly keep eating, it's got to be clean, stop overthinking it, live like an animal. 90% of stuff that is in a health food store is a sham, is full of crap. Most of it is actually going to work, but it's going to give you more toxic problems at the same time. It's the last thing you want. And no one's going to be a freak and go and get 2 massages a week and go and see a chiropractor and then go and see a nutritionist and a naturopath and maybe get on machines to help you detox fast. Like, no, people don't do this unless you're an athlete. So I'm just trying to get across to you, you've got to eat your proteins, you've got to eat your fats, your veggies, your salads, your fruits, the occasional carb, things like that. So, and lots of water, and flush things out, detoxing. And often not, if you put a good balance of everything in and listen to your body, a lot of things are going to re-regulate in your body. Because you are the building blocks of protein, so you need to eat protein. And everything else metabolizes around fats. So more fats, cells are going to regenerate a lot faster when they're combined with protein as well. Water on top, detoxing, and I'll stop that about there because I'm going on forever. If you get lost or if you have questions, just ask and I'll send something else to you. Cheers!